Hello and welcome to my podcast. I am so excited to be starting this. I've been thinking about starting a podcast for such a long time now. And why have I withheld from starting it? I was about to say I don't know, but I do know. It's because it's something new. It's out of my comfort zone. It's doing something big that I wanted to say never done before, but I actually do have another podcast out on the internet. It's called Your Morning Moxie. I did it with my friend Lauren, and we love doing it, but we just never really was able to keep up with getting together and meeting and creating it together. Because I have my own coaching business for Cultivating Confidence, and Lauren has her own fitness coaching. So we kind of just got a little away from it, but I would love to come back to it one day. But I also wanted to create something that was just my brand. And so I am someone who I absolutely love to talk. Big talker. I'm a woman of detail. I've told a lot of you guys who follow me on Instagram, I've said this to you before, is I love the Instagram platform. I love being able to post shorter videos and really connect with you guys through the DMs and in comments. But I feel like I have so much more to say. And for me, part of my confidence journey was I was censored a lot of my life. And it caused me to feel like I couldn't speak up, feel like my voice was not meant to be heard. And now I want to start something. I am currently starting something where I get to use my voice, talk to you guys about everything related to confidence, authenticity, self-love, lifestyle, wellness. I got a whole list here because I'm so excited to talk to you about all of this. Relationships, friendships, lifestyle, career, health and wellness. Feminine energy. I love feminine energy. It's so interesting to me. And it's just, in my opinion, it's a better way of living. Obviously, we need both the feminine and the masculine, and I'll get into that in a totally other episode. But we don't step into our feminine enough, especially as women. And it's not subject to just men or women. The feminine energy is in both men and women. But it's just a way of being and letting go and surrendering and not always being so rigid. Because for me, at least, I'm someone who I've been pretty rough around the edges, as my mother calls me, my whole life. She would not be happy if I said that on the internet. And I don't want to make her look bad, but I have in the past been a little rigid, been a little rough around the edges. And predominantly been in my masculine a lot of the time. And so feminine energy is something that I've really started cultivating and bringing into my confidence in my life. But also just all things personal development. I absolutely love personal development. I probably started looking into it, getting into it about 2020, I want to say. I did post a YouTube video about my origin story and, my full confidence journey. But for me, and I'll slightly say it here too, is I went through a really difficult breakup in 2020, and it caused me to take a really good look at myself and be like, okay, I can sit in my circumstances, I can be sad, I'm allowed to feel, of course, but I want to actually heal myself because I don't just want to go down this rabbit hole of sadness and destroying who I am by staying sad and staying stuck in it. So that's really what got me into personal development to begin with. And I'm going to try to keep this as organized as possible because I tend to, the way that I describe this, I was talking to my friend Kaylee about this. I don't know if some of you other women feel the same way, but for me, I've always been someone who, instead of going from point A to point B or point A to point Z, I go A, point A1, B, point B2, back to A3, B2, C3. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm the only one and Kaylee's the only one who's going to understand that. But I am just someone who jumps around, but I always swing it back and I always bring it back to the core of where we started. So I hope you're able to follow that. That's just who I am, and I'm owning that. I'm owning it. But yeah, so the reason, again, why I'm starting this podcast too is because like I said, I love to talk. I want to just be able to share my insight, my expertise with you guys on confidence and authenticity. But not only that, I want to create a safe space for you guys, because a lot of the time, myself included, I used to struggle with, and sometimes still do, with vulnerability. And I've learned that the more that I can be vulnerable with you guys in telling my story, the more it'll help you guys to open up in telling your story and in feeling your emotions and in just being open with your feelings. Because the most important thing is that we feel everything we're going through so deeply. And through that feeling, we're not shoving it under the rug. Through that feeling, we're moving through it. We're beginning to accept parts of ourselves, to kind of reframe and recreate the way that we view how we view about ourselves, like the beliefs we have about ourselves, and really start to transmute those negative beliefs or those lower frequency beliefs into beliefs that are going to amplify our confidence and amplify the good feelings, the high frequencies that we feel about ourselves. And so my whole thing too with my confidence coaching is that it is our beliefs that will either amplify or block our confidence. So the way that you feel about yourself, like those subconscious beliefs, not the conscious beliefs, but the subconscious, the stuff that's buried below the surface that you don't think about on a consistent basis, that is what is controlling your life. If you have a negative belief that, for me, for example, when I was younger, I was told, Maggie, you're really funny, but you're not that pretty. And that became a core root in my subconscious belief system that now it created this, confirmation bias, that now whenever I go to talk to a guy, I think, oh, I'm ugly, I'm not attractive, they're not going to like me. Because this one girl, back when I was like 9 years old maybe, told me that I'm not attractive, that I'm not that pretty. And so that created this belief for me that I ran with, and it ruled everything in my life. And so the reason I share that with you guys is I want you to know what I'm all about. What I'm here to teach is that when we really get to the root of what that belief is, that's when we can change the belief and be able to amplify our confidence. And so that is what I did on my journey. And again, this is just kind of an intro. I don't know how long this is going to be, but this is just kind of an intro of everything that I want to share with you guys, and how my confidence grew throughout my years, and a little bit of me, because I want to be able to connect with you guys on a deeper level. And again, doing a podcast is something I've always thought about. And the way I like to look at it is when you have an inspired thought, like a little thought of, oh, I'd like to do that, but I don't know. Like take away the doubt, and just run with it and take inspired action on that inspired thought, because that's what's going to get you to actually coming into alignment with what you want in life. You're going to feel so much more confident because you know yourself, because you're believing in yourself, you're trusting yourself that, the things you say you want to do, you're following through with those things. And that's amazing. That is how you're going to get to where you want to be. Confidence, self-love, self-trust, all of it. And so, yeah, I mean, what I would love to do with this podcast is just start off just myself. I might honestly bring on some guests fairly soon because I have so many friends that I just want to have these deep conversations with. I'm such a deep person, and I'm not a surface level person. I get uncomfortable with surface level conversations, honestly. Maybe some people think I'm too deep. I don't know. I love it. But yeah, I just want to bring some guests on, be able to talk about these kind of subjects, and like I said, in relation to confidence, authenticity, self-love, all of that. And I want to ask you guys too, in the comments below, or DM me or anything on Instagram, let me know what you guys would like to hear from me, because I'm totally open to literally all topics. I'm a very, I don't know if the word is dynamic speaker or broad speaker. I love to talk about everything. And I truly believe that it all comes back to confidence. When you can build your confidence, everything in your life is going to show up exactly as you want it to. And you will be able to create your dream reality and your dream life around it, because you have the confidence in knowing that you are capable. You can create the life of your dreams. You can do anything you want with confidence. And I don't know where I was going with that, but I don't have a podcast name just yet. The name of my offer, my coaching offer, is Cultivating Confidence. So I honestly might use that, like the Cultivating Confidence Podcast. It's kind of cool. I don't know, or maybe I'll think of something more creative, but I just really wanted to put this video out there and like just start the damn thing. So I was like, you know what, we'll think of it later. I might journal on that actually tonight. But yeah, I think honestly that's all I want to say for now. Just a little intro, just to get to know you guys, or not to get you. What am I saying? Just for you guys to get to know me a little bit more. But yeah, I'll go more into detail in the future on different topics, and I'm so excited that I finally started this. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah! Bye!